The Netherite Beacon is one of the hardest projects to complete. I would know, it took me 4,500 days in hardcore. But that is exactly the reason why I'm going to build one on Lifesteal. Because it's going to take me hours and hours to do, but once it's completed, players will want to see it for themselves. And that will be their biggest mistake. Yep, for the trap that I've got planned, even a player in maxed out armor with 20 hearts still won't survive. But to do this project, I'm going to need 5,904 pieces of ancient debris, which is 3.5 shulker boxes worth. And on top of that, I also need the same amount of gold too. So it's a good thing I have this gold farm. Well, it's good unless you're a pigman. So my main focus is going to be on ancient debris. And that means I'm going to need a lot of gunpowder. But not for TNT, no, I need it for something else. So I'm going to head to a gunpowder farm to start collecting some. I've spent about half an hour here and ended up with a decent amount. But realistically, it's not going to be enough. And this farm, it's just too slow. Although I suppose it is nice to have over a shulker box's worth. And there is a place I could build a creeper farm that would be insanely quick. And that is this massive perimeter. I believe it was made by Jumper. It's absolutely huge. However, it is also right by spawn, and creeper farms are currently under threat. People are destroying them because there's been a bit of a war going on lately, leading to spawn getting blown up. As you can see, there's quite a bit of destruction in the area. So building a creeper farm where everyone can see it is probably a bad idea because either I'll get attacked for building it, or it will just get completely destroyed. Who has been in here? Somebody's been in here and broken some blocks. It could be an enderman because a grass block was moved, but whatever's gone on, I'm not too happy about that. But yeah, I really hope my base has not been compromised. Where have all you guys come from, by the way? There's loads of them. What is this all about? But anyway, I'm going to build a portal-based creeper farm. It'll work best if it's built over an ocean. So somewhere like this will probably work perfectly. And it's actually going to be designed that I've never used before. It uses boats to eject the creepers into the portals, which basically gives you the same speed of spawning as an end-of-life farm, which is very, very cool. It's just a shame I'm not building in a perimeter for maximum speed. This is the size that it's going to be, and I'm also going to need to add a load of dispensers to it, so I'm going to start adding the gaps. Then as I build it, I'm only placing down the blocks that I need to. And with that done, I now need to fill every single one of these gaps with dispensers. 121 dispensers are required in total, which means 50 string. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. And one method that a lot of players use to get string is a string duper, and then they trade it for loads of emeralds. But at this point in time, I don't really agree with having them on the server, mainly because it's already possible to renewably farm string, so why we need to dupe it, I don't know, other than it being very OP. So I'm instead going to collect up the string the old-fashioned way. And that has been a very productive night of collecting. We've managed to get all of this string. I should really build a string farm, but yeah, I'm just too lazy. I'm also very happy with all of these extra spider eyes. They're going to be useful if I need to brew stuff like weakness, or basically anything else that needs a fermented spider eye. A quick and easy way to repair my elytra will be through trading, and I can now begin the process of crafting all of the dispensers. Although to save time, I'm going to grab the auto crafter, and I'm going to build a nice little device that will allow me to easily craft all the dispensers that I need. I'm going to put the bows in there, and as you can see, everything's in here ready. As soon as a bow goes in, notice how it crafts it. Now, it is going to craft a dropper every time I craft a dispenser. That's not a problem, though, because they come in handy. If we put all the bows that we have into this chest, notice how it just keeps crafting them. It keeps crafting me dispensers over and over again, which will really save me some time. Also, I've modified it so that it only now crafts dispensers. I've just slightly improved this redstone behind here. The only ingredients I'm missing to complete it is the rest of the string. So I'm going to spend another night taking out mobs in this nice flat area. Well, I will do if this guy doesn't keep stealing my string. I've got the machine working absolutely perfectly now, and I have got every single dispenser that I need. So next I need to grab a couple of stacks of leaves and also ice. From there I can place down every single dispenser, put a single boat into every single one. And would you look at this? Looks like it's already spawning creepers. Yeah, you guys are just a little bit premature. And spiders. No, we don't need you anymore. You know what? I should probably sleep so that it's not nighttime. Well, it's becoming daytime anyway now, which is convenient. I've placed in all the boats. And so next, I'm going to place ice on top of every single one of the dispensers. And that allows me to create loads of waterlogged leaves. And now comes the next tricky bit. I'm going to need to put 4 sea pickles on top of every single one of these leaves. A lot of work goes into this farm, but trust me, it will definitely be worth it. It's going to be 7.5 stacks that I need in total. So yep, you guessed it. We are going to build a sea pickle farm. Who'd have thought that to get a full Netherite Beacon, we're going to need one of those? Whose base is this? Look at the size of this iron farm. And why so much bamboo? What are they doing here? I have no idea, but it does look very cool. And the reason that I came here was for those sea pickles. And some coral blocks too. Those are going to be very, very important. Also, this dolphin is making me swim at a pretty crazy speed. So to build this, it's super, super quick. I'm just going to make a little 3x4 platform. And this is what's going to keep dispensing the bone meal. These are the coral blocks that the sea pickle is going to grow onto. The hopper minecart will pick everything up. And that is the farm more or less done. We'll just add a sea pickle and one final observer. As you might have guessed, bone meal is quite important for the farm, and I have loads of it right here, thankfully. So I can fill up these dispensers and turn on the farm. And in theory, it should be making me loads and loads of sea pickles that all go into this barrel. Like I said, I need 7.5 stacks, which is not going to be that hard. I'll also set the bone meal farm off working, might as well. And before you know it, I'll have everything that I need. And that right there is more than enough. So I shall take all of them and get them placed down on all of the leaves. And now the next task on the list is to cover the entire thing in trapdoors. That'll mean that only creepers can spawn, and I won't have other mobs coming through. And they are finally all placed down. Next, I need to add stairs in front of every single hole. And my goodness, creepers are spawning down there already. I suppose that is a good sign, isn't it? And now it is time to build the portals that the creepers will go through. It's times like this that makes me glad that I built an obsidian farm. And with that one done, I'm going to repeat the exact same thing a load more times. And with that out of the way, I need to cover all these trapdoors with solid blocks. And because I'm rich, I'm going to use obsidian. It's completely unnecessary, but I have shulker boxes and shulker boxes of it, so I think it'll look kind of cool. Whoa, we just got a skeleton horse over there. How cool is that? But anyway, with all that placed down, we now need to go 5 blocks in this direction, and also 5 blocks this way to make this entire platform much bigger. And in doing that, it'll mean that we'll get packs spawning underneath, which means we'll get even better rates for the creepers. Tell you what, I really can't believe that I've so far used an entire shulker box worth of obsidian on this farm, and I still need way more. Fantastic. Now, I actually have to waterlog every single stairs, and conveniently, I can just about reach the ocean below, which is going to make doing this 10 times easier and 10 times faster. That definitely took some time, but it is done. Then the next big thing is I gotta spawn proof the entire platform. Easiest way to do that will be to grab a load of stone, turn them into buttons, and cover the entire platform. And this side of the farm is almost completely done. First of all, I'm apparently an idiot and forgot to add some of the buttons there. And then the next thing that I need to do is activate every single one of these dispensers so that the boat comes out. Easiest way to do that is to place a redstone block, which dispenses the boat, and then I can break the block and place it in the next spot. There are other ways to do this, like placing buttons where the dispensers are and stuff like that, but if you accidentally move a boat, you just break everything. So to make sure that doesn't happen, I'm doing it all from below. And it is done. Just have to make sure I don't dislodge any of the boats. And I now need to fill in all of these walls so that it's actually dark in there all the time so that creepers will be able to spawn. It really makes me feel rich that I can use obsidian to build a wall that could be out of any old block. And when I run out and wonder why, we'll just all be able to point to this farm and be like, SB, you use like 2 shulker boxes worth for no reason. Anyway, we are now done. And I don't know if you can see, but creepers are already spawning and They are going into the boats. There's another one over there. This should look so funny. And because the portals aren't lit, they just stay there. But once we do light the portals, they'll go to the nether. And it is to the nether that we now head to build the next part of the farm. So this right here is where both portals are going to be. And this part of the farm is going to work in a very similar way to how my fortress farm worked in my hardcore world. So creepers will keep coming through this portal and eventually push themselves up these stairs around the corner and through this other portal. By the time they get here, their portal cooldown will be over, so they'll be able to go through. And I'll be waiting on a portal on the other side. A portal which I need to go around and actually build. I've just realized for this farm to work, I need to be stood all the way up here. But that then means that in the nether, I need to move this entire thing to be much, much higher. That is mission accomplished. And so now, in theory, assuming I've done everything right, once I go ahead and light these portals, see, the creepers go through. That's a great first sign. And from there, once I'm all the way up here, they should be in the nether pushing themselves along that staircase I made. And then they come up here at a pretty decent rate, allowing me to get gunpowder extremely fast. I mean, already, we've got quite a few stacks. And so I'm going to move all of the gunpowder that I've got into this chest and run the farm for about 10 minutes to see just how good it actually is and how fast it gets me gunpowder. It definitely would have been a lot better if I'd built it in the perimeter, but to say I didn't build one, it's still a very, very efficient one. I've been here for 15 minutes now. Let's see how we've done. And there you have it, guys. I'll tell you what, that is a pretty decent amount. Roughly 30 stacks in 15 minutes, which means in an hour, 120 stacks, which is about 7,600 gunpowder an hour. Or 4.5 shulker boxes worth, which is not too shabby at all. And it's significantly faster than any other gunpowder farms that I've used. So you're probably wondering, what am I going to do with all of this gunpowder? Since I'm not going to be using it for TNT. Well, the answer lies in a small lifesteal rule, where players, for some reason, are allowed to use the no fog mod. Personally, I don't really agree with it being allowed, but if everyone else is going to use it, then I will too. Now, what it does mean is I can see so much further. Oh, hold on a second, what's that all about? Always look behind you when you're explaining something, apparently. But yeah, it means I can see so much further in the nether, and it also means that I can see underneath the lava. And because ancient debris can't generate next to air blocks, but can generate next to lava, you can very quickly find loads of it. And this uses quite a lot of fireworks because I just have flight duration 1. So if I go ahead and make flight duration 3 ones, I'll be able to find even more. And so that is what all of the gunpowder is going to be used for. So as you can see, that's why I needed so much gunpowder. But there's another item I'll also need a lot of, which is sugarcane. And yes, you can see we've not got very much. And don't get me wrong, this is a decent farm, you know. It's nice to be running in the background. It gets me an okay amount. But I do think realistically, for all the paper that I need, I'm gonna need something a little bit faster. I'm gonna need quite a few items for a sugarcane farm, and one of those things is honey. So as is so often the case when building a farm, I've got to build another one to get the materials for that. So I'm going to go ahead and build it down here in my base since I think that makes the most sense. It's an extremely simple design. It's going to involve mud, so I'm going to grab a glass bottle, fill it with water to convert it. And I'll also need an observer right here. Now, there will need to be a beehive, so we're going to go bee hunting very soon. But except for that and a flower right here, the farm is pretty much done. So I'll grab a flower or two and then get busy searching. Well, I see a bee up ahead. That tells me one thing, that somewhere nearby, and I don't know exactly where, he does have a home. Well, I assume he has one, but he just seems to be aimlessly flying. So I'm going to keep flying and try and track down another one. There we go. I can actually see a nest this time. And it has bees inside too. Okay, that's really good. Here's some flowers for you guys. And I can breed them, which means there's 3 in total in there. I can mine it. Oh, look at that. Total bee location. And I can also get my flowers back. Also, because one beehive by itself is not going to be that fast at getting me honey, I'm going to try and get a few more just to, you know, speed things up a little. Perfect. I found 2 right next to each other here. And since I now have 4 in total, I think that should probably be enough. It's nighttime now, which is a good thing. I'm going to put this one facing that way, this one like that, and basically they just all need to face into the middle. Then a little flower on top, followed by a wall, and it's a bit of a shame that I can't really see in, but the farm is now okay, this is going to be a problem. That's going to power that. I think I can put the lever like that, though. Yeah, that's fine. Glass bottles in every dispenser will be perfect, and it looks to me like they're all working hard and will very quickly get me the honey. And look at that. Already, some honey has been coming through. That's going to let me make 1 block, which is a great start, and I need 15 altogether. I reckon I've definitely let enough time pass, and we have got more than enough bottles, which could all be crafted. And that's the first of the items checked off the list. From here on out, everything should be a lot easier. And the sugarcane has been nicely growing whilst I've been waiting too. Which is just as well, because I'm going to need 300 sugarcane to build the farm. And there we have it. I've got every single item. Well, I've kind of got every single item. I do still need quite a lot of sugarcane, which I'll plant down just to get the farm actually going. So I'll grab a load more from spawn. And my idea is to build it in this spot by the creeper farm, so that whilst I'm getting gunpowder, the sugarcane is going to be growing as well. I've placed down every single piece of grass. Yes, there's going to be a lot of sugarcane. And now I'm going to add in a load of extra blocks so that I can put water in these trenches. It's times like this that I actually wish I'd taken the time to get Swift Sneak. And if I really concentrate and time my clicks well, I can do it quite fast. Now it's time to completely fill this with water. And then I can get all of the sugarcane down. That's a pretty good start, but unfortunately I've run out of sugarcane. Didn't even get close to filling it all up, did I? But yeah, I have made the farm a bit longer than first expected. But once it is all up and running, it will be perfect. Also, can't say no to all of this free gunpowder. And after just spending a little bit of time waiting around, loads of this has grown. Which means a few more can be planted. And with that out of the way, it's now time to build the system that harvests them all. Hopper minecarts are going to be what collects the sugarcane. Honey in between these minecarts and trapdoors is also going to be important and needs pistons to be able to push them in. And then I can nicely connect the blocks up. Now I can add the slime blocks. I feel like I'm running out of space, but we should just about be okay. Actually, never mind. I have got a bit more redstone to build this way. Yeah, it's all in the way. I'm going to have to move this portal over. But it should be pretty easy because I can just expand this platform, break the old portal, and build a brand new one, which then allows me to expand the machine in this direction as much as I need. And with that piston added, I'm done with this side of the flying machine. And so now I can build everything at the other end. This side is also now done. These two hopper clocks right here will determine how often the fly machine harvests all of the sugarcane. And I just accidentally set it off, but you know what? That's not a bad thing because it does not need collecting. It's just over 5 stacks of items that I need, so if I use iron nuggets, then I can easily get the amount that I need. Look at that. It's worked. It's arrived. It's stopped. It's picked up a couple of extra sugarcane along the way, which we could chuck in. And the collection system is super easy. We're just going to place hoppers underneath every single trapdoor and then chests under the hoppers. This is great. Just look at all the sugarcane I'm getting. I'm going to grab it all. And then I can quickly get all of the rest planted down. And now the only remaining issue that I have is when the sun goes down. When it goes dark, mobs can spawn on there. And that's going to affect the rates of my creeper farm. And I don't really want the flying machine tangling up with mobs and pushing stuff back. It'll just break the minecarts. I know what Minecraft's like. So to prevent that from being a problem, I'm going to smelt a load of oak logs and then use the charcoal that it produces to craft a bunch of torches and light it up so that it is spawn-proofed. That should make everything pretty safe. And if I've done my calculations correct, not a single mob will now be able to spawn. You can see how far off from moving it is by this timer. So we've got 2 nuggets in. We need all 8 for it to move. But this is the beauty of it. I can kind of just block myself in here and be collecting up loads of gunpowder, and all the sugarcane will be nicely growing in the background. And this farm is so good that I've kind of got the situation of just having a ridiculous amount of gunpowder, which is exactly what we need. So I'm going to make sure that I keep filling shulker boxes with the gunpowder, so that I'm the one that can make use of it all, and nobody else. Look at that. Not a single mob is spawning. Obviously that worked, and if I want to set this off sooner, I can just go like that, and it'll go and harvest it all for me too. And so I can stand here, collecting up loads and loads of gunpowder. This machine can keep working away, bringing me in plenty of sugarcane. And I reckon before you know it, we'll be ready. We've already got plenty of fire resistance. So once I've fully topped up my sugarcane and gunpowder resources, we can go out and get a Netherite Beacon. And at this point, I think I've been here for long enough. So much gunpowder. I mean, both of these chests are full, and these ones are filling up fast. And we've got plenty of sugarcane too. 1 full shulker box ought to be enough for now. So from here, I can get all of my firework rockets crafted. And now armed with all of these and all the fire resistance, I can begin the great Netherite expedition. And now the Nether is a big place. I believe the border is the same as the overworld, 5,000 blocks in each direction from 0, 0. And I'm sure a lot of it has been explored. I don't think all of it will have been explored for Netherite though. So my plan is to be systematic about it. So I'm going to start in this corner of the world border here and search the lava lakes around, collecting the ancient debris as I go. And I don't know what the exact run of texture packs are, but as you can see, it's kind of hard to see ancient debris in the Nether. That was close. That was really close. Maybe drinkable ones will be better. I actually thought, you know what, maybe I'm just going to die and this is all going to be a waste of time. But as I was saying, ancient debris can be hard to see, especially when it's near stuff like soul sand. So what if, instead of looking like this, it looked like this? Yeah, that makes it so much easier to see because it just stands out like a sore thumb. But as I say, I don't know if it's allowed, so I've sent Minitek a message asking him. And whilst I wait for a response, I'll just look for it without the pack enabled. I wonder what those were, and then I realised they're the legs of striders. Yeah, normally I only see them from this side, not from their little legs underneath. And with that, I have a grand total of 32, which is half a stack and not bad at all. And this is piece number 59, which is very, very significant. Why is it significant, you may be wondering? Well, that means that I'm officially 1% of the way there. Yes, at this point, I'm starting to question, what have I got myself into? In my travels, I have found a bastion, which was bound to happen, and it's a treasure one. But the last time I went into one of these, yeah, it didn't go so well, and it was certainly a moment to forget. Might as well pop into a bastion. To die? What is going on? But you know what? This time I'm more confident. I'm more confident I can make it to the chest safely. So, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to top up on fire resistance, and I'm going to try and sneak in. Alright, straight away, magma cubes are the worst. They have such a high reach, and the reach definitely got bigger in 1.21, I believe, or 1.20. So, I'm taking it slow and steady with these guys. And yes, you get hit in the lava by them. It's much more common. And at the same time, I've got to be ready to be spleefing these guys. Yep, that's 2 of them down. Let's also get rid of this spawner before it gets another one. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, I'm navigating this with a lot more respect, and it feels like with a lot more success. Let's see what's in the chest. Okay, a netherite got a netherite upgrade. That is huge. As for everything else, I don't really need it. And I don't know if I'm even going to bother with them. I guess I will. Why say no, eh? It's free stuff. And there doesn't seem to be any piglins nearby. This could be my famous last words. This is how SB dies and loses a heart. But no, it seems that everything has been safe. There's an extra chest here. Also, you may have noticed I'm using the blue ancient debris searching method now. But look, guys, in my defense, it's been nearly 3 hours since I asked Minitech. So at this point, I'm just going to do it and then ask for forgiveness later if he tells me off. I mean, look, it's not like there's going to be any video evidence. Oh, wait, yeah, there will be video evidence. But seriously, having them blue makes it so much easier to spot them from far away. Probably why the texture pack exists. So, yeah, the more of this mining that I can do before Minitech replies, the better. We're pretty much at 4 stacks now, which is insane. And I'm just going to keep on collecting it. And we're about to have a bit of a sad moment. These elytra are gonna break any second. So I need to grab a fortune pick and then start mining up nether quartz. And finding ancient debris behind it, apparently. Okay, I'll take that. So that my elytra will steadily be repaired. As you can see, I do have quite a few bottles of XP in my ender chest. I think I have some there as well. But I feel like quartz is pretty abundant and a much cheaper alternative to using the XP bottles. I think that's going to be enough. Yep, we're fully repaired. So I shall head back under the lava. And I'll tell you what. Okay, without drowning, I'll tell you what. It's always so satisfying to find a nice little vein of 3 ancient debris. Oh no, it's a sad day. The world border has thwarted me. Ah well, nothing we can really do about that. So I'll just have to focus on the ones that I can get. Another treasure bastard. I mean, I've got to go in again, haven't I? I survived the last one, okay? So if it can be done once, I'm sure it can be done again. Although I really don't like the fact that I can hear brutes so nearby. Oh well, I guess we just go for it. Bit of parkour, then a bit of spleefing, followed by getting rid of the spawner, and any extra fellas. Honestly, these bastions are actually really easy if you have fire resistance, and they can be quite tricky if you don't. What have we got in here? Anything useful? You see, I think the netherite upgrades are always very helpful. I mean, mending leggings, I suppose. The rest of the stuff, I just don't need it. I suppose gilded blackstone is kind of rare. And I'd probably be stupid not to grab the gold blocks. Even though I have loads, they're going to come in handy for making the Netherite Beacon, even though, yeah, I have got a farm for them. I'll check these corners. There's usually at least one chest somewhere. Yep, right behind here with, again, nothing I really need. Oh, well, all's well that ends well. I can leave this bastion and get back to Netherite hunting. And I've just run out of firework rockets. And nearly fire resistance. I'm just going to top up on that. I do have some lower powered fireworks here, so I'm going to grab those just so I can get home. And look at this. 7.5 stacks of ancient debris. It's a fantastic start. In fact, it's so fantastic, let's safely put them in a shulker box in my ender chest so I can't lose them. And even though it kind of feels like I've been doing this for ages, I'm just 8% of the way there. So yeah, there is a long road ahead, but I've got a few ideas to make things a little bit faster and a little bit better. And I'll also become better prepared so I don't have to do something like this and fly home when I run out of rockets. So first things first, I'm coming back here so that I can get even more sugarcane, top up my gunpowder supply, and use the XP from the creepers to mend my elytra and also this pickaxe. And now I want to make it so that I don't have to return quite as quickly when on a netherite journey. To help with that, I want to get 2 more pairs of elytra and a cheaper source of XP, since the bottles of enchanting are best saved for PvP. So I'm going to start with a farm for that because I'll be able to leave it running whilst I'm then searching for the elytra. Nothing like a bit of multitasking. Let me grab all of the needed items. I've got everything I need in the shulker box, plus all of these items for a chunk loader. But I am missing an extra bucket of water, 32 pieces of kelp, and a bunch of wool that I can easily get from the sheep farm at spawn. Perfect. I feel like I've got everything I need. So now we just need the location, and what we're going to be building is a warden farm. Yep, because skull catalysts are going to be absolutely perfect for getting loads of XP on the go. Now, I do know the location of an ancient city near spawn somewhere, but I don't really want to build it there. So instead, I'm going to head quite far away in search of mountains. Mountains a lot bigger than this one, that will hopefully contain either a deep dark or an ancient city below. This, to me, looks like a pretty good candidate. So, I'll dig down right here and soon find out. Aha! We have found some of it. And a shrieker. That's all I need. I'll begin by carefully getting rid of the skulk sensors in the area. And then this is where the wool comes in. We're going to place it around. And realistically, I'm probably going to activate it at least once. Oh, no, that didn't do anything. I'll take that. And we place one on top. This is a little bit backwards, but I'm actually going to start with the chunk loader. Because I kind of feel like I've got all the items ready in my inventory, so I might as well. I feel like I built this chunk loader a million times before. It's very, very simple indeed. The hopper minecart is what will collect up the item and send it back into this dispenser here. Let's now head on through this portal. And apparently, it's connected to somebody else's chunk loader. Who has built a chunk loader here? I don't trust this one bit. What is this down here? What have I stumbled across? Oh, it's a concrete farm. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but I will be disabling their chunk loader. Because they're not using it, the farm's not even in motion. What a waste. This is the exact spot that I should build my portal, but I'm going to actually make it a little bit lower. In fact, should I build it underneath the lava? You know what? Why not, okay? Splash some fire res. There's ancient debris down there. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I've turned the texture back off, by the way. But even when I'm not looking for it, progress for the Netherite Beacon. Oh, it's 3 as well. Yeah, progress for the Netherite Beacon just keeps on going. So at this point, this is the very spot that I want to build it. Hopefully it connects. I guess we're about to find out. Yep, it works perfectly. So yeah, I'm going to go through here and then I'm going to light some fire, which will keep destroying the minecart that goes through. And when I flick this, I should have a working chunk loader. It appears to be working absolutely perfectly. I've prepared the area around the shrieker. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the wool and place down carpet in all directions to fully spawn-proof the area. Okay, no wardens can spawn now. And that means I can next start adding the redstone. And it is also annoying that I built it in such a small cave because it does kind of mean that I'm going to have to mine out quite a lot of the roof just to make space for everything. So the way this will work is water will come from these dispensers and we'll push them onto here and it'll push them up a bubble column. The wardens are going to get taken out because they're going to drown. They're not going to be able to fit through, but the skull catalyst items will and go straight into the hopper. Let's add in some water plus a load of kelp, which then gives us what is pretty much a finished farm. That slab is going to trap the wardens. And finally, the water is all that's needed. It is done. The farm is technically ready. And the reason I say technically ready is because right now, it is not playerless. I have to be stood here for wardens to spawn. Imagine if this goes wrong, by the way. And wardens just spawn right in front of me and I get taken out. Okay, wait. He's climbing up. It's working. Fantastic. I was nothing to worry about because he's going to go up there. He should be pushed along. Yep, and he's dealt with. Fantastic. And it's just going to keep spawning warden after warden. And they're going to keep getting pushed through. I will just temporarily stop the farm for now. Because like I say, it's working, which is great. But now I need to make it so it works without a player being there. To do that, it is very, very simple. You just need a little bit of a clock like this so that when it's on, it constantly keeps going up and round and activating and deactivating the piston. And then you just simply take a bow and shoot an arrow right on the edge of the shrieker. Like, not like that at all. More like that. And then this clock will push it up and as you can see now, it is once again activating and spawning wardens, but I don't need to be here now. I can leave the area. As you can see, I'm already getting skull catalysts in there. And I'll be back sometime in the future when I've successfully managed to find 2 more pairs of elytra. And the very handy thing about this is, I know exactly where there's a portal that leads straight into the end. So yeah, that's very convenient, isn't it? And so I shall now begin the big elytra search. A pretty big end city has been spotted. Has it been looted? No, it has not. So So let's get another of them, plus a load of free gear. And I would just keep exploring, but I feel like I should check the chest. Mainly, I'm bothered about diamonds. The gold is not that important to me. Or the weapons, because I already have all the gear that I need in that department. The ender chest, on the other hand, is something I'll never turn my nose up at. And at long last, I've found another one. These elytra are kind of on the way out. So let's sneakily fly in the window. Oh, it's already been looted. So the search continues. Let's see if this one's any better. Nope, somebody has also taken it. This is the problem with being on a server with other players. You just don't know where they have and haven't explored. And the elytra just broke. Thankfully, they broke while I was over land. It's kind of against what I said I was going to do, but yeah, I'll use a few bottles of XP to fully repair them. But next time, I'll of course use Sculk Catalysts. I'll be honest, I've been searching for ages. I've got one more elytra, which is probably good enough for now. I've found an end gateway. I'm going through. I'm not here to spend all of my time flying through the end. I'm here to be searching for netherite. So I'll add mending and unbreaking to this spare elytra. And then I'll use a couple of diamonds. And then I'll create one that is efficiency 5, fortune 3, unbreaking, and mending. And oh, there goes my anvil. It broke the sign, but it's a thing from Pangy. He found my base. And the other half said he won't leak where it is, so I've just left him a love heart from SB. Not going to be staying at this base forever anyway. I mean, look at me. I'm literally living in a hole. Anyway, I feel like I'm pretty well equipped at this point. As you can see, I've got shulker boxes and shulker boxes full of the firework rockets, plus a load of fire resistance. As a final precaution, I am just going to top up on magma cream, and I can use that to get all of the fire resistance that I need. And if I go ahead and land on this platform that I built, it'll take me straight to this chunk loader. That'll take me straight to all of my wardens. And just look at all the Sculk Catalysts. This is absolutely fantastic. Oh no, they're angry at me. Run, SB. Run, 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 run. Oh no, don't die to the wardens. The chest is too near to them. I'll have to let all the ones that are now angry at me die off. Because, yeah, that was not a good thing. I'm guessing it's been long enough and I'm now safe. Death to the wardens in a warden farm would be a pretty terrible way to go, wouldn't it? Yeah, they all are angry at me again. That's it. Just run down before they do the little sonic boom attack. We call that a 737 where I'm from. But yeah, we got loads of catalysts for repairing my elytra. We've got loads of fire resistance as well as fireworks. So I think we are ready to get back to searching for ancient debris and do a proper shift in finding loads and loads of it. This is the area that I got up to in the search last time. I've put the blue ancient debris texture pack back on because it's been over 24 hours. Minitech still hasn't replied, so hey, I'm just going to continue using it. If I've not been told not to use it, I might as well keep it up. If I can get about another stack, I'll be 10% of the way there, which, you know, is a very, very good start. And my goal today, and I know this is a little bit audacious, but my goal is to try and get to 50% before I stop. Yeah, that means I'll need 46 stacks in total. Quite a graft, but if anybody can do it, it's me. I've reached the corner. That means I've gone the entire length of the world. And yeah, I am officially past 10% of the way there. We're still plenty more to go, so I'm going to keep mining. I'm going to keep repairing my elytra. And you know what? At this point, I'm going to put a 1-hour timer on screen and see just how much ancient debris I can get in an hour. I have absolutely no idea how many I'm going to get. I'd like to think I'll get well over a stack. 5 stacks is my target. I don't know if that's a little over-ambitious. I guess we'll soon find out. It's taken me just over 15 minutes to get a stack. So 5 stacks in an hour might not be possible, but 4 stacks could be on the cards. And that is stack number 2 in just over 30 minutes. So it has to be said, we're on pretty good pace. And that is 3 stacks. I'm definitely getting quicker. And whilst it is going very, very well, my elytra unfortunately broke. So I'm going to lose a little bit of time. Oh my god, no, what are you doing? Did you just break my No way! Did he just... Okay, I thought he broke my shulker box of Sculk Catalyst then, but yeah, I need to repair my elytra. I can see... Why am I not getting any XP from this? I can see in the bottom right-hand corner the durability going up, and with that sorted, I can get back to collecting. There's just 30 seconds remaining, and things are going pretty well. I reckon I'll just be able to mine up this final one, and yep, the time is now up. So in 1 hour, I managed to get 4 stacks and 23 ancient debris, which in my opinion is pretty impressive. I definitely sped up as time goes on. I reckon if I did it for another hour, I'd be able to get 5 stacks. And whilst I will still continue mining away, I won't be regimentally timing myself as I do it. And things are really going well with the ancient debris. We're over half a shulker box in. And look at that, I have just reached another corner. You can't quite see it because there's a lot of terrain in the way, but yeah, somewhere through, if I'm not going to try and fly through, but somewhere through there is the next corner. So we're now going to work up alongside this border, hopefully without burning to death. And on a side note, I should stay away from that piglin, but on a side note, I've also run out of golden carrots, and I don't have any in my shulker box. I do have a bit of food. I guess I'll grab a stack of gapples. That'll keep me going as well, won't it? And then normal service can resume. Guys, I've got some great news. Not only is debris collecting going very, very nicely, especially when I'm finding all sorts of stuff like this in a bastion, but Minitech has also replied to me, and he says, and I quote, "Yeah, that is fine. So, the blue ancient debris texture pack can stay, and that is going to mean that I continue to collect it extremely, extremely fast." And I've now made it to the third corner, which means once I go along here, I will have made it all the way back to the start. Still going strong, and this is quite a significant piece of ancient debris, because once I collect it, it means that I now have a grand total of 1 shulker box worth. Just look at it all. Isn't it beautiful? The craziest thing about it, though, is we're not even done. Nope, in fact, right now, we're currently only 29% of the way there. But hey, nobody said building a full netherite beacon in 1 week was going to be easy. But at the very least, it is going to be a massive flex. And hopefully, the traps that I set will be worthwhile. And then I can restock my shulker with skulker catalysts, get more fire resistance, and after a quick visit to yet another bastion, I can get a bit of early netherite scrap. And I'll also be fully prepared for another big ancient debris session in the nether. And I'll tell you what, I'll find some pretty nice chests on the way too. I've been mining away and I've run out of the firework rockets with flight duration 3 now. And whilst I do still have a lot of paper, I've also used up all my gunpowder. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of this ancient debris in the shulker box. And all of that, coupled with all of that, puts me at a grand total of 50% of the way there. And rather than keep trying to collect ancient debris like this, because with these flight duration 1 firework rockets, it's very annoying and you have to use a lot of them up really. I'm going to remember this very location, then fly all the way back. Whilst looting a bastion on the way, I've looted quite a lot of them. In fact, I got this notch apple when I found one of the treasure bastions and searched the chest to collect it. And while I'm under the lava, I might as well grab the ancient debris that I see. It is kind of addictive, but hey, it's contributing to the overall cause. It's good to be back up here at this farm again. I apparently left all these firework rockets here by mistake. I thought I had less than I expected. You can tell I've searched a lot of treasure bastions with that many netherite upgrades. And now that the creepers are coming through, I can get the XP, I can get the gunpowder, and from over there, I'll get the sugarcane. And now that I'm very well restocked in that department, I also need to grab some skull catalysts. Unfortunately, this doesn't seem to be running in the background. I can only guess that the server was reset, so it turned off my chunk loader. So I've got a few more skull catalysts. I'm sure I'll have plenty more when I return again. But the main positive is all these firework rockets, and also all of these ones at my base. Final thing I need to do is brew a load more fire resistance, and then we are good to go. So I'm going to fly back to the spot that I was collecting up the debris from earlier, and then continue from where I left off. You know, guys, as I keep searching endlessly for ancient debris and mine it up, I've had a lot of time to think, and I've realized that the main reason for building this beacon is not to flex or just to be cool and build a full netherite beacon on Lifesteal. It's to lay a trap, and I've managed to work out a trap that I could build, which, if it works, could get me some extra hearts. Now, the thing about this, though, is my original plan was to build the trap next to the beacon. I was either going to have a TNT trap or the floor open up or something like that, and then I've realized something. Why build the trap outside the beacon when I can put it inside the beacon? Yep, I've designed a trap that is hidden inside the beacon so that if people are nearby, then not only will he die, but it's going to be a way for me to actually get extra hearts and benefit from it. Let me show you. This is what I've come up with. I've made it look nice, because, you know, that's kind of important. And inside lays the trap. You see, I can put arrows shot by me that will stay here infinitely in stasis. They will never despawn. As you can see, there's pistons and other fancy redstone components. I'll show how all of it works later on. But what it also means is that right now, I need to stop searching the lava for ancient debris. As addictive and tempting as it is, because it's just everywhere. Because there's no point in me getting enough blocks to make a full beacon. Instead, I just need enough to make a hollow one. All right, so we've got a plan now. And all I have to do is successfully execute it. Now, first things first, before I do anything else, as a little bit of a precaution, I'm just going to double check that the behavior of arrows on Lifesteal is exactly the same as it is on a single player world. So I'm going to fill that with water and then shoot a load of arrows into it just to put them in stasis and make sure that these also never despawn. That should be enough. Oh dear. That's slightly annoying. Sorry, guys, are you okay? Anyway, only slightly annoying is good enough for me. I'm just counting up all my charcoal, because if we are going to smelt all of this ancient debris, we're going to need to smelt a load of wood so that we have plenty of fuel. On a side note, my arrows are still there at this point, which is very good news. So yeah, everything's coming together. I just need to get everything smelted so I can make the beacon, then get all the materials for the trap, and build it, make it look pretty, make it look like it's nothing dangerous at all, and hopefully get some hearts. And you know what? I've also been thinking about the fact that blast furnaces are going to be so much quicker. So I'll line them all up here, add the fuel, and then begin all of the smelting. This really is going to be so satisfying, isn't it? Beautiful. Let's take all them. We're also going to get a lot of XP from this, so I might as well use it to repair my pickaxe. And then while all of this is smelting again, I can grab a load of my gold blocks, combine it with the scrap, and then start making the blocks. This isn't something you say every day, but I've actually got more netherite blocks than I actually need. 81's required for the build. I've got 85. All of that ancient debris is spare, which is fantastic. And there's some in here as well that I can put there too. And with that out of the way, I can start gathering up every other item that I need. I've actually pretty much got everything that I need right here. I need other things like obsidian and gold, which I have in different shulker boxes. But the big thing that I'd say I'm missing is a load of target blocks. And realistically, I think the best way to get the needed hay bales is going to be to steal them from a village. And it's great to see that this one is full of them. I haven't even collected them all up yet, and I've already got more than enough, which will be good for if I ever need more of them in the future. There we go. I'm also, of course, going to need a beacon, so I'll grab a nether star, as well as some glass to craft it, and then I shall pick a nice spot at spawn to build it. Now, it needs to be quite a flat area. Don't ask why. Who the heck blew this house up? I was going to sleep here. I guess at this point it doesn't matter if I dismantle it a little bit more to add a bed then. As I was saying, I need a flat area. This actually over here would probably be perfect. But I feel like somebody is building something here. I don't know what they're building. It's been here for a while, but yeah, I'm not going to interfere. Instead, I'm going to make some nice flat terrain to build it here. And ironically, I could actually do with a full beacon so that I'd have haste 2 to mine it faster. In fact, did you know what? I'm going to build a full iron beacon right here so that I will at the very least have haste now when I'm mining, which in the long run is going to save me a lot of time. And if anyone comes up to my netherite beacon, they're not going to be suspicious that they haven't got full beacon effects, because they'll get them from the iron one and think the netherite one's giving them it. Not sure what a tree's doing down here in this cave, but it doesn't matter because I'm filling it in. It is all starting to look quite nice and tidy around here. The only thing missing now is to change this floor of stone to instead be grass blocks. I tell you what, I'm now very impressed with it. This is just as flat as the area needs to be. And on a side point, this floating tree definitely needs to go. So the next plan is to build it right here, and then I'll bone meal the area as well so that it kind of looks a bit more natural. I feel like I placed all that grass and I've just mined it up again, but this is the size of the area it's going to be. Because the trap will work best if you are in line with the beacon, not at a diagonal. So I'm going to put loads of lava here. It'll look like decoration. It's a much bigger version than the prototype, and I think it's going to work very well. Adding in the obsidian is pretty easy, but it's adding all of the lava that worries me. I need like 1,000 buckets or something like that, which as you can imagine is quite a lot. So I'm going to build a nether portal right here, and then I'm going to use this to collect up loads and loads of lava, and bit by bit fill in the entire thing. I also don't like right now the fact that there are 3 other players online. I feel like the chance of someone coming to me at spawn and seeing what I'm doing is a little bit high for my liking, but generally speaking, the people that are on don't stay on for ages, so maybe if I just kind of wait a little bit, they'll log off, and then I could continue adding lava. Because if they ask what I'm up to, I don't know. I feel like it's just going to become a little bit suspicious, and then they're less likely to go to the netherite beacon when I tell them and get trapped. Good news, guys. Now nobody else is online. I've gone for about 20 minutes. They've all logged off, and I can safely continue placing down lava. And with that, the first quarter is done. So I'm well on the way, and I'm just gonna keep going. There we go. That is half now done. And I've realized that if I get shulker boxes worth of lava, it definitely speeds things up, because I then spend a lot less time going backwards and forwards to the nether. Fantastic. I've now done the entire thing. And that means I can focus on the next phase and actually start making it look good. That's the pathways done, and there is going to be a lot of redstone in the middle. I've dug a nice big hole for the trap in the middle. The beacon will go on top. we're going to have redstone running along here. And then this is where all the target blocks are going to go, with redstone around the outside connected to that redstone torch to power them. And then that means that every single sticky piston will automatically be extended. And once I place down all of this gold, all of that will be completely hidden. It's a good thing nobody's online right now, because if they saw me building this part, yep, it would look very, very suspicious. There also needs to be a torch there. That is what's going to activate the TNT minecarts. And the TNT minecarts are going to be on an activator rail right there. The water is going to be held in by the pressure plates. Although I need a little bit more, and apparently there's none around here. Okay, not to worry. There's a river up ahead, so we'll grab that and fill everything in. Thanks to infinite water sources, that's very, very easy. There is also going to be obsidian above the rail. Just kind of reduces the chance of the TNT minecarts blowing up some components. But the good thing is that netherite blocks are also immune to explosion. So I will be able to reuse this, which will be very nice. And right here, I'm just building up the beacon. As you can see, completely hollow on the inside. But nobody will know that when they look at it from the outside. The next issue is getting to everything underneath, so I'm going to go ahead and mine away at this. We also need a torch there. That'll probably have that working. And I was thinking ladders could be a good way to go in and out. I've not entirely worked that. You know what? That works brilliantly. So the way this will work is I'll be hidden down here, and I'll be looking out for name tags to see when somebody's nearby. And then I'll press this button, and what will happen is as the arrows are about to get fired out, the pistons for a brief moment will open up the walls, and then the arrows will blast out. All in all, I really like the contraption. It's going to look great when I actually put the beacon on it. And the pathway will also definitely need connecting up. As I said before, if somebody stood here, they are much more likely to get killed by it than if they were stood somewhere there in the diagonal. That's what the lava's there for, not an aesthetic choice. Everything's been worked out to the tiniest detail. For example, right here, I'm going to place slabs, and then I'll add a couple of trees right here so that automatically they think, oh, I'll have to stick to the pathway because the trees are in the way. I mean, look at this. When you're walking through the middle of spawn, you stick to the path because there's all sorts of stuff on all the sides. I'm hoping that's the case here. They're like, oh, there's trees there. I'll walk along here and then head to the beacon this way. I also feel like this beacon over here is just a fraction too far away. And so people aren't always getting the effects for it when they're at the beacon. So, yeah, I just need it to be a little bit closer, such as right here. And I think it worked as quite a good decoration as well. A few lanterns will act as a bit of extra light. Even though I feel like the lava gives off loads of light already, but it never hurts to add a little bit more. And that is that. I just need to nip home to grab some bone meal. And I'll also need gunpowder for plenty of TNT minecarts. I'll also get a new beacon crafted whilst I can, plus black stained glass so I can change the beam colour. And once I've gathered up loads of sand, I think I'll be as ready as I'll ever be to use this machine. So first things first, beacon on top, black beam, and I'd actually like it to be a tier 2 beacon. I don't want anyone to get speed from this because they've got more likely to escape if they have speed. Although resistance would help them survive as well. You know what? We'll just make it haste as well. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's get a few trees put down and add a bit of foliage. I don't know what's going on here, but it's now becoming an overgrown place. Perfect. Doesn't it look nice and natural? I think it looks relatively so. I'll get all of the TNT crafted. I've also added iron to the roof just to make it slightly easier to see people's name tags. And then it's time to start crafting. To get a guaranteed kill on a 20 heart player, I'm going to need at least 70 of these. And I may do a few more than that just to be extra safe. Perfect. That is 80 down in total, which is more than enough. It would successfully defeat a player. Now I just need a bow, and I need to shoot so many arrows onto it. More arrows will create slightly more lag, but it will increase the chance that somebody gets hit. And because I want it to be as close to 100% as possible, I'm gonna put something like 800 arrows in here. The only person online right now is Main Pet. Imagine if I got him. I mean, that would be kind of scary thing to do, because I don't know if I want to make him mad. That's good. What are you doing in here?
Chilling. And things of that nature.
This is my Netherite Beacon. I've been grinding for so long at this.
So why are you building us that spawn? You know it's gonna get stolen.
Yeah, but it's for the views.
What's this contraption here? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I am so sorry, sir.
Did you just break my redstone?
No, I'll place it back. So what's this for? What's this about?
This is my little base.
And this is a secret base, right?
I mean, it was secret until you found it straight away.
So this is supposed to be a secret base. This is our secret base.
Well, yeah, you're now welcome into the
Yes.
into the base.
Wait, we can be besties now, bro. We can be teammates.
That's it now. Best friends for life.
Is this like Netherite inside as well? Wait, what? Oh, so it is a trap.
Yeah, well, you're one of the people that you know this trap is not designed for. Okay.
Does anybody know about this yet? Or?
No, I literally just built it like 5 minutes ago. I've just finished building it.
Oh, dang, that's crazy. All right, well, wait, come over here.
Nice. Is that it? Yeah.
Oh, get out of here.
Guys, I do not believe it. I log off for a second, I log back on, and main pair is inside. Like, what is going on there? Seriously. How did he find it? I can't believe he found it so quickly. I was hoping he wouldn't find the TNT minecarts, and then maybe it could still be used on him. Obviously, that didn't work. Hopefully, he doesn't tell anyone. My goodness me. That is the last thing that we needed right now. He did also break the redstone. I'm just going to double check. Do all of the pistons retract? Okay, that still seems to be working. My goodness. Maybe one idea would be if I actually cover the redstone in obsidian. You'll still be able to see the pistons, but at least there's a little bit less to see if there's obsidian. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put obsidian here as well. That just deters people from mining it away, I feel like. And then I need to go ahead and get these arrows in. So this is how it works. Loads and loads of these arrows. They will never despawn thanks to the water. And I'm going to put like 100 in every single slot. It's going to be crazy. I mean, just look at that. Imagine that all the way around. Yeah, it's going to create a lot of entities, but we need all of them. You know, I still can't believe that main pair found it. I can't believe, you know, he could have been a victim. I wouldn't want to take him out. I have no beef with him, no reason. But, you know, he could have, I guess it's good for him that he found it because I couldn't use it against him. And it's probably a good thing because as well, if it goes wrong, he would just be very angry at me. But at the same time, I still can't believe he found it that quick. I just logged back on and there he was. All I logged off for was to just start a replay recording so I could get replay shots if I used the trap. Very interesting. On a positive note, at least he didn't kill me. I mean, because that could have been very disastrous. And hopefully we do successfully get someone with this. I can't really add any more arrows. I've added, as you can see, a ridiculous amount. Look at them all. There's an absolutely crazy amount of these. If it fires and somehow misses its target, I won't really be able to believe it. It's gotta successfully hit them. I'm also going to make a little room I can sneak into just in case it doesn't work and I need to just, you know, go into here out of the way. And at this point, what more can I do? If I see a player coming in that direction, then I need to press the button and activate the trap. But on the flip side, they could technically come from any direction, so I've got to be prepared for that as well. So now I just have to wait for someone to come online. And to speed things up, I'm going to post a picture of the beacon in the Lifesteal Discord, see if that gets anybody to log on. Guys, Maypick has joined. Do you think he's coming to have a look? He might be. And JPEX has joined. You never know. They're there. Somebody's there. I don't know what he's doing. He missed. He was on top. No way. No way. I can't believe it. I should have been quicker. He left the game. No way. I missed my chance.
What the heck was that? SB?
I'm not talking to him.
Wait, SB, are you in the area? Sam, I just walked through the beacon and it tried to railgun me. SB, that's crazy.
No way.
Yeah, be careful.
No
It just rained arrows.
No way. Oh no. I can't believe I bottled it. He says it's clever, but I can't believe this. How am I going to get any kills now? How? I don't know. I mean, they're probably not going to dare come over it. They think it's automatic, I think, which is probably a good thing. I'm muted, by the way. I don't know why I'm talking so quietly. I'm just... I was really nervous. I should have made it so that they couldn't run on top, but I didn't want to make it look suspicious either.
Wait, someone go on top of it.
Teleported?
Someone go on top of it and, like, check.
What are they doing?
We're definitely in the range right now. There's no way, right? Yo, Mavic, this is risky as hell. You shouldn't be doing this.
What are they doing?
Okay.
No.
Yep, I found it. Found the redstone. Yep.
Don't go there. JPEX. Okay.
Jump down.
Yeah, I guess if you're under it.
SB, can you hear us?
Wait, if
Nice
you're under it,
D.
it can hit you.
If you're under it, we
Wait.
can't get hit. Come in.
Yeah, hold on. I'm tunneling in. I'm tunneling in. Oh, Wembu Nation.
Wembu, this kid tried. No. Should I just let Wembu get hit by it?
Don't tell Wembu. dude, Yeah,
Don't tell Wembu. Don't
Let-
tell
He's
Wembu.
probably in on this, TBH.
I'm not gonna
but-
ruin it for other people.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, nah.
Just leave it.
Actually,
Look at this,
bro.
No, what is this?
I hope it activates on It's so funny.
Hi guys.
Oh. Hey.
Hey, Wembu.
What we doing?
You enjoying the beacon?
I don't like this, guys. I don't like this, guys.
Oh my god!
Listen here,
Wait.
what'd you find? Oh, that's
oh,
insane.
hey, I think I discovered the little project.
It is a railgun.
I did
I
notice
can't
that,
believe
'cause
it.
do
I
notice
can't
the
believe
side.
I missed my shot.
Dude,
Oh,
SB
that's
tried
where
to
it shot you
railgun me.
from. That's
SB
where it
tried to
shot you.
Where
railgun
did
me,
this shoot you
Wembu.
from? That's like actually genius.
That is so genius. That's
Hey
so
guys,
hard.
Wait.
I built a
He's
Netherite
actually
beacon at spawn.
Okay, yo, can we not leak this? This would actually be
Yeah, that's
genius
what I've
if it
been
worked.
saying.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell no
SB,
one. That's
this
funny that
is
you and
sick.
knew
We
though.
won't leak.
Yeah. Okay.
No, bro, we
Uh,
could use it as like, whatever.
Dude, who
What?
cares? It's so
Leverage?
cool. I don't even care to use it.
He was gonna steal the beacon.
Yeah, I say we leave the Netherite.
Yeah.
so
Dude,
someone
let's try to
can-
get Flame over here, bro. Let's try to get Flame over here.
You know what? You know what, guys? You know what, guys? I'm
hey.
here. I'm
SB.
here. I'm here.
Yo,
SB.
yo, SB,
Guys, I'm
hey,
here,
man,
I'm here.
You actually have to do this now. It's this beacon does
This
not
is
survive
sick.
the night.
This is so cool.
This beacon does not survive the night. That's fair.
Yeah.
no.
So you need to do this like literally
Wait,
now.
okay, SB, it crashed me when you pressed the button. I don't know why. That's why I survived.
That's a lot of power.
Oh, is that why you're okay? Because it crashed you?
Yeah, I
think,
got a Java exception. I think the second you press the button.
How many arrows do you use and how many carts?
like 80 carts and 600 arrows, I'd say.
All right, that's way too many. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what crashed me.
you only need maybe 50 or 100 arrows and like 20 to 40 carts.
This is so
Trust I'm an
interesting.
expert.
Like
This
from my
is
from my
crazy.
testing, it needed like to take out someone who had like 20 hearts. That's 70 carts.
Not in prop, definitely not prop 3. I feel like, I don't know. I was able to do full prop 4 netherite with only like 30 cards.
Really.
Well, that was crazy.
So here's the thing, okay?
Don't die.
I've you know, I've spent a while on this. I leave to go on vacation tomorrow, and I need
You need to do this before you go to vacation.
I need a you know, a grand finale. This trap actually gets somebody.
Let's get somebody.
So-
pink flame to get
Well,
on.
way
Get
too
flame.
obvious, I
Get
feel
flame.
Okay, it takes a little bit to sell.
We asked someone to hop on and be way too obvious.
Dude, who cares?
This is
Interesting.
So cool.
This is really cool. Yeah, that explains why you've been on so long.
This explains what I've been doing all the time. I was actually gonna get like
Yeah.
a proper full beacon. I was like, hang on a minute, I'll just make it into a trap. Like, why just make a beacon for everyone to steal it for no reason?
Yeah,
say,
I,
no, this
I
is
was
not
making
lasting
toast,
longer
and then
than a day.
I saw this ping, and I was like, I gotta steal this before someone else does. Like that was
Yeah.
unironic. Like my toast is still in the toaster right now, but I turned the toaster off. Don't worry.
Honestly, I have so much netherite that I don't know. You can take as much netherite as this as you want.
Oh wow. Okay, very kind. Yeah, I guarantee you could ping flame main. You could even ping minute probably.
Okay,
get any of
Main
them on.
knows about it because he found it as I was building it.
Of course.
I like logged off. I logged back on, and he was inside, and I was like, "What are you doing in here?"
I feel like you could get flame with this then.
I think we should message Flame.
That's what I was suggesting to SB right now.
The thing is, how would you do it without it being sus kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
I could literally message him and be like, yo, do you want to steal the beacon with me? And then like Flame would want to come steal the netherite, but really he would just get shot. I'll take the death as long as I get the heart back, like as long as Flame dies.
Yeah. I give you. If you die, if anybody dies, I should get the kill credit. So I'll give any hearts of you guys back if anyone dies. After missing Maypick, I reloaded the machine, and then Flame and Pentar logged on and were checking out the beacon. There he is. There he is. So naturally, I tried again. And on a side note, it was also 3 AM at this point, so I had to play in silence so I didn't wake anybody in my house up. After pressing the button, this is what happened. It
That
didn't
is
work.
insane. Oh my god. That scared me so bad.
I tell you what, guys. Yeah, what could I do? Yeah, not great news. From there, I needed to prove that this Netherite Beacon worked, so I struck up a deal with JPEX that if I 1v1'd him, he would demonstrate my trap for me, just to prove that it does get kills.
Oh, Loki, SB could fight you actually. SB, are you here?
SB, do you want to fight me? I also need to end my video.
Now, 1v1ing JPEX went kind of interesting. Yeah, I did kill him right there, only to get spleefed and attacked by foxes. Yeah, apparently because JPEX was their trusted owner, they attacked me for attacking him. But anyway, a deal was a deal. I didn't lose a heart because I killed JPEX. And then he stood outside my railgun and I activated it.
No, don't do that.
Look at that, it actually worked. I told you that I wasn't lying. Straight after, I flew over to him, and I was so close to spawn killing him, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
That was terrifying. Oh my god. That worked really well. Wow. Deadliest Beacon on Lifesteal.
And instead of giving him a heart back, I gave him some ominous keys and netherite to craft his own heart. So, yeah, we gained a heart this episode. And I then put Princess Am in charge to remove and protect the beacon, whilst I went on holiday for a week in Cyprus.
Then you want to be a protector of the beacon, and by protected I mean mine it up so no one else gets it till I take it back. Okay. Yeah, you can trust me to hold on to it, I'll be honest.
That's why I needed JPEX to prove that the machine worked right now, because yeah, I'll be in another country by the time you're watching this. And thanks to Zam's protection, all of my netherite will be safe, otherwise the entire server would definitely have stolen it.